Hey y'all, I put a toggle 2 on my SD card instead of jumping flash 2. It's going to be an extra second or two. Alrighty. Sorry about the long wait there, folks. I thought I had everything properly sorted out. Do I have jumping? Oh, I got jumping flash 1 hidden in the back. I thought I had everything sorted out, but I accidentally put toggle 2 instead of jumping flash 2 onto the SD card. Ooh, that's a little too big. Shrink you just a bit.
Yeah. Are you the person who is in charge of the Universal City Hall?
Perfection.
This is the mad scientist Baron Aloha talking to you. Listen, Donka.
Let's do some jumping flash.
Big trouble in Little Moo. Two faces of Baron Aloha.
So, we meet again, Mr. Fancy Pants. Now it's my turn to...
So a cool thing that I really love about jumping flash is the fact that the game changes on a second loop. It doesn't just do what Ghosts and Goblins does, where it forces you to play the game again, but a little bit harder. Things in the stages actually change. Like, yes, they are harder, more strict times. The moves are hidden in different places. But they actually added a few things about the stage. They're really subtle differences that I really appreciate.
Ready to rock?
Moo. God, I'm Mega Man Legend brain. I'm trying to use my shoulder buttons to strafe.
2 down.
I have become Mega Man Legend brained. So in the first loop, Baron Aloha was blamed for a mysterious third party coming in and taking out the world. We then ended up clearing his name just for him to betray us once more. Good old classic villain behavior, you know.
Totally lame.
Totally lame, man. Can't believe I've been disrespected in this way.
3 down.
But yeah, I find the Jumping Flash games to be so cozy. They're not overwhelmingly difficult. All the stages are interesting and varied from each other, so it's not like a Mario game where you're just running through the same stage over and over again. The controls are very tight. I am certain that a speedrun of Jumping Flash is absolutely insane. Like, there is legitimately nothing restricting you from just going so unbelievably fast.
Killer.
Yo. 1, 2, let's go, baby.
Ready to rock?
For those of you not in the know when it comes to Jumping Flash, the way the gameplay loop here works. Oh lord, I just did myself in. Nope. Ah. The way the gameplay loop works is you enter a stage. Each stage has 4 hidden little guys called moons. You need to find all 4 of them and then get to the exit. That's it. Simple as that.
1 down.
Each one corresponds to a letter in the word exit, which took me an embarrassing amount of time to figure out. I'm out here making jokes about Moo E. And then oops, it actually turns out that it's spelling exit. It's not just E for random sake. It's okay, I'm very smart. Yeah, this is the starting point. I'm getting tossed again. Nope. Ah, no toss for me.
2 down. Three down.
Barely made it. Okay. All right, there's the last one. Seems like a dangerous dump to just try to make on its own. Maybe let's not just jump blindly into the void. Call it a hunch. That might be bad for my health. Oh, he was on the whale the whole time. Yeah. Now that we have all the moves, we hunt for the exit. She's right there. I bonked my noodle. My snoot, it's been booped. Okay, we need something higher. Can you take me higher?
Killer.
Woo! Alright, before we get going on the next stage, we are rounding out hour 2 of the stream, and I know I just put you guys on the BRB screen, but we've got an ad break coming up here. I'm gonna throw you guys on the BRB screen and play you some ads play you some music while those ads play. Take this opportunity to get up, stretch your legs, stretch your back, let your eyes rest if you've been looking at your screen for more than an hour. Trust me, that one makes a huge difference. It might help you sleep a little bit later down the line. We'll be back in just a moment. Folks, enjoy the Kirby tunes. I'll see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, y'all. We are back. Thanks everyone for sticking around through that break. I do appreciate it. Let's get back to it. Boss of World 1. You know,
Ready to rock?
the fact that I didn't immediately do the extra loop means that I've essentially forgotten all of these stages and bosses, which is pretty neat. It's like I'm playing a whole new game again. Oh no. Oh.
Again?
Oh, swimming away. All right. Gotta be careful. If he does that, swim out into the distance, we're a little screwed, so I've gotta be careful.
Later, dude.
Later.
Again?
Okay. I've been had. The classic double KO.
Eat this.
Ah! Man,
Again?
who would have thought in a game called Jumping Flash, I would need to know how to jump? I thought I was only going to need to know how to flash. Eek.
Later, dude.
There we go. Woo! Duffy.
Killer.
Healer. Did you guys know that there is actually a National Hawaiian Shirt Day? I have it saved in my phone. It is the third Friday in August.
So, now the Baron's back to his old ways.
Why do you think they call him mad?
You guys better believe that third Friday in August we're going to be doing some something fun on stream. I own way too many Hawaiian shirts to not be doing something on National Hawaiian Shirt Day. Every hour a new Hawaiian shirt.
Ready to rock?
Yeah, I just really enjoy the Hawaiian shirt feel, you know? Like, I'm sure if I was paying full price for a Hawaiian shirt, I wouldn't own nearly as many, but the fact that I'm getting them from thrift stores for just dirt cheap, it makes it that much better. Hell, when we were in California, while on vacation, I stopped at some of the thrift stores there, which, let me tell you, being in a gentrified borough outside San Diego, it really did result in me just finding so many just phenomenal Hawaiian shirts. And for so cheap to boot. So I got something wacky like 9 Hawaiian shirts for $20 or so.
Totally lame.
Hell, one of the ones I'm wearing right now, it's one of the new ones. Which, hey, for those of you that are interested, oh, it doesn't. I've been fooled. I've been had. I thought this was one of the ones that had real coconut buttons. It is not.
One down.
I don't know if I've told this story or not, but one of the first Hawaiian shirts I got from a thrift shop near me.
Oh yeah.
And while I was checking out, the dude behind the counter was he was ringing up the shirt, and he looks at it and he's like, "Oh man, this right here, this is a good Hawaiian shirt. You know how you can tell it's good? It's got the real coconut buttons." And just being so insistent on the real coconut buttons being the thing you want to look for on a Hawaiian shirt. It's like, all right, man, thanks. No, you don't understand. My band, we used to always wear these Hawaiian shirts. We had to make sure that they had the real coconut buttons or we wouldn't wear them. So now anytime that I find a new Hawaiian shirt, the first question Alex asks without hesitation is, okay, but does it have real coconut buttons? Which, chat, I'm sorry to inform you guys today, the one I've got on does not have real coconut buttons. I know, I'm a fake Hawaiian shirt enjoyer. Of the
3 down.
Of the 9 shirts I got, I think 6 of them had real coconut buttons. The other 3 just had great designs on them. Like, I'm not gonna pass up a Hawaiian shirt that has squids and... Oh! I'm not gonna pass up a Hawaiian shirt that's covered in squids and nettle jellyfishes. I don't know what your guys' favorite creature of the sea is, but I am a sucker for a good jellyfish. Like, you show me a nettle and I will show you a happy individual. It's me. I'm the happy individual. Whenever I'm at an aquarium, that's always what I'm making a beeline to. Nope. I see you over there, Mr. Moo. What's your guys' go-to at an aquarium? Or are you guys not aquarium enjoyers? Which that's fine if you're not, I understand it. Zoos and aquariums aren't for everyone. I definitely appreciate an aquarium a lot more than a zoo.
Killer.
But I'm definitely a card-carrying aquarium enjoyer.
Ready to rock?
Hold up 1 second, y'all. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Also, hey, exciting news. For those of you that have been around for a little bit, I've told you guys about the fact that I've been getting allergy shots to hopefully alleviate my my cat allergy.
One down.
I had a really bad reaction a while back to one of the shots, and they took me off them for a month, but I can officially get back on them today. So you better believe it's just about shot o'clock. The medical professionals have deemed it okay that I poison myself again. You know, I don't quite get it, but everybody is really worried about me getting back on the shots since I almost died last time I got one. I don't see what the big issue is. Oh no, my blood oxygen content dropped down to 83. Huh. Oh, there it is. See, this little spider area, I'm sure existed in regular mode. But you would have never interacted with it because you didn't have to. You would have to go off the beaten path in order to find that in regular mode, but it's just required in extra mode. Got it. Jumping Flash is it's a fun game.
3 down.
I think it might be on the short list of games I'm gonna become a weird little guy about. I don't see any platforms up there. Wow. Wow. Pufferfish is out for blood. I would like a health, please. Just one. Hey, J. Joey. How you doing today, bud? It's good to see you. Hope you're well. J. Joey, have you ever seen Jumping Flash before? Better yet, have you ever played Jumping Flash before? I feel like a lot of people have seen the game, but never actually given it a try.
Killer.
Which is a little bit of a shame, because this game kind of owns. Jumping Flash 1 was super fun. Jumping Flash 2 is what if the same, but more.
Ready to rock?
Oh wow, my health didn't refill. Yeep. Oh,
I hate dying.
Yep. Dang.
Again?
Again. Ow. Not the bones. Anything but the bones. Ooh, wowza, okay.
Yikes. Eat this.
He really is giving me the business, isn't he? Nope. Back off. Whoop. Oh, that's bad. Okay. I think when he does that laser attack, I just need to keep my distance. And as it turns out, all he wants to do is the laser attack. He's just a laser lad. We can get some head bounces during that.
Later, dude.
Woo! 1 HP in a dream! Oh,
Killer.
very close. Oh shoot, you missed the Mega Man Legends boss fight. Yep. We got it third try. Very fun fight, very fun game. Don't you worry if you're excited for the Mega Man Legends content. Once we finish Jumping Flash 2 here,
Robert so much.
we'll be starting Mega Man Legends 2.
Root beer fizzy.
We're just giving ourselves a little bit of a break so that we can cleanse our palate, as it were. Not to say the Legends 1 was a bad game. That game was very fun. But you know, distance makes the heart grow fonder. Did you finish the game or did you walk around the island and say goodbye? I walked around the island and said goodbye. Wait, ooh. Gravity. I'm falling. Yeah, we did our lap. We said goodbye to everybody, and then we went and saw Tron pull the crystal out of the ground and got our to be continued.
One down.
Legend 2 has a lot of quality of life upgrades. I think the lock-on feature is way improved. Also, it's DualShock compatible. Honestly, I don't really mind games that only use the D-pad. Like Jumping Flash 2, the game we're playing right now, it is only D-pad, and I don't really mind it. I like the PS1's D-pad. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm using a DualShock one, but I think it's a nice D-pad. Honestly, I like a D-pad that it has disjoint buttons. Something that makes it so that I'm not accidentally getting like ghost up or down inputs when I'm trying to hold left or right. It's something that I appreciate. Nice. Hold up. I think I have a... Oh, it's not quite a circle. I have a good old third-party off-brand controller that I keep near my ps1 just because it has a turbo function. And you never know when you're playing a JRPG and just need a turbo function. Can I mash 21 times per second? Yes. Do I want to mash 21 times per second for 8 minutes? No. Not in the slightest. Did I say per minute? I meant per second. I pride myself on my my mash speed, which I know is a strange thing to feel pride about. I recognize it's one of my weird little guy traits. And you know, I'll hold that L. I got way too good at mashing so that I could speedrun Legend of Dragoon. And it's just sort of, it's been something that I've just held on to throughout the years since. So does this game also make you feel sick? Oh yeah. Kami, this game is an audio-visual nightmare in the best way. It's the kind of game that you do a playthrough of and then take a nap.
One down. Two down.
Hey, guess who forgot to cook alerts? It was me. There we go. Kami with the little guy. Look at him, so small. Fit him in the palm of your hand. Just like our beloved Robin the Rabbit here. So small, so furious. Will defeat Dr. Aloha.
Three down.
The voice when you pick up a little guy is gold. So that is Robin's voice. That is the rabbit that we're playing as. You'll hear it if ever I fall out of a stage. He'll go, "Oh no!" And it's just fantastic. It's great every time.
Let's boogie.
So like I was talking about this with Alex. We went and watched Twisters, the sequel to Twister, when it first came out, and she really enjoyed the movie, as she is one to do. So I asked her, like, what would you give that movie on on a star rating, and she's like, well, do you mean how much I enjoyed it, or how much I feel like it deserves as a cinematic masterpiece? I'm like, I don't think that people should really worry about analyzing something like they're trying to write a paper in their history of film class. It doesn't really matter. When I ask for a star rating, I am exclusively meaning how an individual felt about it. Like, is Twisters 2024 an important movie in cinematic history? No. Do I want to know how you specifically felt about it? Absolutely. Anyway, the whole point of why I'm saying this, I love Jumping Flash. I don't think Jumping Flash is a game that many people will enjoy.
Eat this.
Like, I recognize that this is a game that the large majority of individuals who would pick it up and try to play it. Damn. This game even has boss fights? Oh yeah. There's one boss at the end of every world. So, Kami, we're currently doing the second loop of the game, which is the extra mode. When you play through the game the first time, you play through the game the first time, make it to the end, and then get given the extra mode, which essentially takes the stages and remixes them in an actually interesting way. It's not like Ghosts and Goblins where you're basically just playing the game again. It actually changes things in a meaningful way. Including changing the boss fights altogether. Like, the boss in World 1 is a shark, where in the initial mode, you can either fight the shark by jumping out into the void to land on top of him, or shoot him with your weapon, which is the way that feels like is intended for the first loop. For the second loop, he positions himself in a way that you can't actually shoot him, so you have to go out into the fray and do really dangerous jumps, which is awesome. It makes you play in a different way. Or like in the in World 2, there is a dungeon crawling stage where you're moving through this like this shrine. And I'm certain that these extra paths are in the original mode, but like, you aren't required to go down them. But in extra mode, you are required to go down them to find where the other hidden moves are. And like, it makes the stages feel fresh, and I enjoy it. It's a good way to add more content to the game, absolutely.
Ready to rock? Not quite.
If you're not familiar with the game itself, you have to collect 4 of these little guys who are holding the letter signs to spell exit, and then get to the exit platform. Once you do that, you can finish the stage and move on to the next one. There are 6 worlds with 3 stages apiece. Stages 1 and 2 are platforming. Stage 3 is a boss fight, with the exception of the final world, where in both Jumping Flash 1 and 2, The second stage of the final world is you fighting an evil version of the jumping flash rabbit. You know nothing about Jumping Flash, but that sounds about right. PS1 games are wild, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I have an SD to NES, I have an EverDrive for my N64. I could be playing any number of wild retro games, but I keep finding myself... Oh god. Platforming's hard. I keep finding myself being drawn back to play more strange PS1 games. The library is just, it's so large and filled with passion projects, terrible tie-ins, weird 40-hour-long JRPGs that didn't need to be as long as they were. Everything a person could want, it's on the PS1. You want Madden? We've got Madden. Oh boy.
Killer.
Also, Kami, get excited. Once we finish this, we've got Mega Man Legends 2, which shouldn't take super long. And after that, it's time for Vampire Hunter D. We're finally gonna get to start playing some of the games that you have suggested.
One down.
Puppies, please. Yum yum, free coins for me. Hold up. Secrets? Windy? You know, I'm sure if it's a locked door. I'm sure if I played the extra mode of Jumping Flash as soon as I finished the regular mode, I'd be breezing through this so fast just because I would have already known the stages. Hold up. I'm gonna go back down real quick. I have the off feeling that there's something in this this little alcove. But yeah, taking that long break there and coming back in, it's making the game feel like a brand new experience. Ah, I see you there. Yo ho ho. Secrets, I say. Whoa, long time no see. Hey Morgan. How you doing today? It's good to see ya. Well, obviously we want to go to the right.
Two down.
Have you played Germs on PS1? I have not. Please call me. Tell me more about Germs.
Can't touch it.
Is that just a power? Yep, that's literally just a power pill. Okay. Yum yum, free drugs for me. You haven't played it, but it's one of those weird PS1 games, survival horror even. Hell yeah. You know, speaking of weird PS1 games, I've been seeing a lot of discourse on... God, what's it called? Kudelka? Is that the one? The one that's like the predecessor to Shadowheart. The weird gothic RPG. Kudelka, yep. Yeah, I've been seeing so much discourse on that, and it's just been people talking mad shit on the game. And it's really making me want to play the game even more.
Eat this.
Oh, didn't mean to toss that. You love that game. It had one of your favorite lines. No, it's All Saints Day. My media consumption habits really are just, oh, you don't like this thing? Well, it's good, actually. What if instead I found a way to enjoy it? Joke's on you. So there's gotta be something in this other room over here. It can't just be a dead end. There's got to be something else around here. Oh yeah, Morgan, you in particular might not want to watch this game. It's a motion sickness nightmare. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a path. Maybe the path is elsewhere and I just didn't see it. Give me uppies, please. But yeah, there are, I want to say 2 JRPGs that are currently on my my short list of want to play. The first one is Kudelka. Just because I've been seeing everybody talking smack about that game, and I want to see if it's actually as bad as everybody says it is. And the other one, here, I posted about it in Discord. Ancient Roman. The famous bad JRPG Ancient Roman. I want to give that one a try. It looks like a beautiful experience. The English patch for that is not out yet. It is! The English patch for it came out on the 11th. It just released? Yes, it did. Okay, so the pathway's not around here. I feel like there might be like a hole in the ceiling that I'm missing and that's it. Well, you've got to change some plans. Good. Good.
Halt!
You've been waiting for them to finish that patch for so long. You know, it came out when a lot of stuff was happening. It's understandable if something just slips through the cracks every now and then. I'm glad I could bestow upon you this holiest of information. This holiest of ancient Roman information. Yeah, I showed the trailer off for it as soon as I saw that the patch got released, and it got lukewarm to negative reception from everybody in chat. Which I think bodes very well. This truly rivals Final Fantasy VII. A game whose story is just as good as Final Fantasy VII's. I'm lost. Is it just me, or does this factory smell like Upgamer to anybody else?
Tick-tock.
Oh my word. Hey y'all. Alright, we got 30 seconds.
Get going.
Speed run. Well, I found where we needed to go. It was but a moment too late, and by but a moment, I mean 6 minutes too late. Come on, have time in here. Nope, no time in there. Well,
Totally lame.
F's in chat. Also, something that I think is fantastic about this game, game overs don't really mean much. When you game over, all that you lose is your progress in that world. So, like, They mean a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Once you know where the moves are in a stage, you can go full speedrun mode and make it through a stage super fast. Jumping's hard. God. The controller's really pulling left.
One down.
Man, I got beef. You guys want to hear some beef? I've got beef.
2 down.
We're beefing here. This beef is directed at the San Diego Zoo in San Diego, California. A world famous attraction. Everybody and their mama is hearing about the San Diego Zoo and being like, that's a place where I've simply gotta go. My beef comes in the form of whoever was the individual who signed off on saying that that park is handicap accessible needs to get hit in the head with a brick or something. I will tell you what, I have hiked mountains that are easier to get around than the San Diego Zoo. Like, I'm gonna tell you that it's Incline City, and when I say Incline City, you might get the thought in your head that, oh, they're just like these subtle grades. It's not much, you're being dramatic. No, they are such steep inclines that there are signs that literally say, hey, if you're in a wheelchair, don't go here. But legally, they have to make it handicap accessible in some way. So it's more just, it's a recommendation that you don't go there. It's not that it's impossible. It is impossible. But legally it is possible. Drove me up the wall. Absolute terrible experience.
Ready to rock? One down.
Also, I think it's funny. I went to San Diego, the home of Legoland, Disneyland, Paramount Studios, SeaWorld. Did I go to any of those attractions? Absolutely not. That sounds like a terrible time. What did I do instead? Went and looked at fish, saw the ocean, went to thrift stores, had just a great time.
Two down.
Like, honestly, I gotta see jellyfish. I'm happy. God, I will say, at the San Diego Aquarium, they They have a turtle there that they rescued from outside a power plant in New Jersey, who's missing 2 of her flippers. So she has 2 little prosthetic flippers on the back of her shell, and it's just the most adorable thing you have ever seen. It's up there with the Seattle Aquarium having an otter who has asthma that they trained to use a tiny inhaler.
Oh yeah.
And you know, that's really one of the things that I think is best about. Did I get myself... No, don't soft lock me here. Okay, we just gotta backpedal. If we backpedal, we make it out. Yeah, one of the things that I love about aquariums that it happens at zoos, but you don't really see it as prevalently is aquariums are usually designed for like rehabilitating injured animals or like endangered species and allowing them to, you know, survive out in nature. Most zoos, when they take an animal in, the animal just gets tired and lazy and loses its hunting instinct, and then oops, it has to stay in captivity for the rest of its life. I'm looking at you, pandas. I just like, I'm more of an aquarium enjoyer than a zoo enjoyer.
Ready to rock?
You know, the bosses of World 2 and 4 have actually been different than the bosses that we saw in the normal loop. Which I think is really cool. They actually put new bosses in instead of just changing the bosses from the first loop. Don't get me wrong, they still changed some of the bosses from the first loop. Like World's
Later, dude.
Worlds 1 and 3 have been just the same boss that we fought in the initial loop. But once again, this game's cool.
Perhaps the Baron will remember us if he beats Rabbit. You know, I mean...
Yeah, right. And I'm with the Nubian slime worm.
Ready to rock?
It's castle time.
One down.
You know, Jumping Flash 1 had a clown world as well, and I really do appreciate this.
Two down.
You know the joke of the people on Twitter accusing individuals who are dressed in mob costumes of cultural appropriation?
Three down.
I want to do that, but it's any time that anybody dresses up like a clown. How dare you? My father died in the Great Clown War. Never expected your clown emote to be relevant. Tommy, around these parts, clowns are always relevant.
Oh yeah.
Man, do you guys know they're making a second Jonkler?
Let's boogie.
They're making the Jonker too. Are you kidding me? I didn't get the double jump. No.
Again.
Ah, beans. All right. With the same guy? Yep. Joaquin Phoenix will be returning for the Jonker 2. When I went to Twister with Alex, we were walking by all of the like promotional posters, and boy oh boy, you better believe I got such a huge laugh out of seeing that Joaquin Phoenix's face is once again plastered in clown paint. Joaquin Phoenix is out here walking around in clown face, and everyone's okay with it for some reason. Alright, before we keep going on this stage though, we are rounding out hour 3 of the stream, so we have an ad break coming up here in just a second. I'm going to put you guys over on the BRB screen and play you some music while these ads play. Enjoy some more Dragon Quest music. I'll be back in just a second, folks. It's vibe time. See you on the other side. Man, do I love the Dragon Quest soundtrack. Dragon Quest 8 in particular just has such a phenomenal soundtrack. Also, welcome back, everybody. Thanks everyone for sticking around through that break. I do appreciate it. I was thinking about replaying through Dragon Quest XI. It's just... God, is it such an undertaking.
Can't touch this. Totally lame.
Ah, so close. One balloon left. You still want to play through 11 in the other mode, where you get like the older Dragon Quest games? Oh yeah, the 2D mode. I had a couple of problems with the 2D mode. Just specifically in the town exploration aspects, it kind of detracted from the experience quite a bit. I didn't play a ton of the game in it. I dipped my toes in around the golly. What was the town where you got to race the horses? I dipped my toes around that town and then decided, I'm just gonna play it in the 3D mode. But it's fun. It's not without its problems, but it's fun. If I recall correctly, wasn't that that 2D mode just a port of what Dragon Quest XI was on 3DS? I thought I remembered hearing something about that somewhere. I could be misremembering, though. Jumping's hard. Again. You know what else I kind of want to do? I've been wanting to get into the mainline Shin Megami Tensei games for a while now.
One down.
It's a series that I've never really put much time into. Like, I know this is going to offend all of the Magaten purists. I've played Persona and that's it.
Not quite.
I know that's not really an SMT game. At least,
2 down.
Personas 3, 4, and 5 aren't. But like, I enjoyed Persona 3 and 4. So I'm sure I could find some enjoyment out of the other SMT games.
3 down. Oh yeah.
Does anyone know if any of them were for the were on PS1? Cause like I know 3 Nocturne that's a PS2 game. I think the first 2 were Super Famicom, if I recall correctly. I know that Persona 2 is on PS1 as well. Oh, why does it eat my jump? Why does it do it every time?
Again.
It's kind of fitting that the clown stage is the one that we keep repeating. I'm living in Clown Town. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We live in a society. Yeah, no, maybe just a hot take here. JRPGs, fun.
Three down. Oh yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. All right, we're not gonna make the same mistake 4 times.
Let's boogie.
You have my word. We're not gonna make the same mistake 4 times. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We succeeded at a basic jump. Kami, did you ever play any Phantasy Star Online? I found a ROM hack of it that just got an update recently. PSO2 for sure. So I found a ROM hack of it that just got an update recently that
Ready to rock?
makes it so that the game is actually viable to play in single player mode. Getting a character in normal mode up to snuff to play on the actual interesting modes no longer takes like 300 hours. It makes it so that melee characters are actually viable now as well. It's all in all just an extremely interesting ROM hack. I think we're gonna have to... I don't actually know where the platform is. How far away are you, buddy? Oh. No, no!
One down.
There we go. You'll have to send it to you to check it out. I'll do that. And do Buckaroo. But that was one of the first things that I saw when getting back on the internet after being off it for about 2 weeks was, hey, PSO is back in the zeitgeist. Like, oh, cool. I played too much of that game as a kid. I'm pretty sure I still have my physical copy of 1 and 2 for the GameCube. Also, even though it is the hack is being designed so that you can get through it exclusively in single player mode, because it's a hack of the GameCube version, you can still connect with people over Dolphin. So hell, even if you want to play it multiplayer with the quality of life hack, you can do that. There's a pit over there. No, we gotta do the clown stage again. Damn it. Did Dolphin update for that? You've never been able to get that working yourself? How long has it been since you tried it? I think last time I did anything online on Dolphin was like a year and a half ago. Whenever the private servers for Loclac went live.
Moo,
3 years? Oh yeah, she's a different beast now.
down. Not quite. Two down.
Used to have to emulate a GameCube network adapter to connect. Gross. Yeah, it's much easier these days.
Tasty.
I will say, connecting over Dolphin is much easier than having to deal with the annoying-ass port forwarding of trying to connect over Citra. If you haven't done a lot of 3DS emulation, it's a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
But hey, gotta do what you gotta do to play Monster Hunter 4 with people.
Let's boogie.
Oh, you've tried it? It's terrible, right? Like, getting Citra to work was probably one of the second worst online experiences that I've had. The first being,
Killer.
good God, trying to get the Morrowind Online working. Getting Morrowind multiplayer up and running was one of the worst. No, not one of. It was the worst. We'll deal in absolutes on this one.
Ready to rock?
I legitimately had to install it and uninstall it every time that I wanted to play the game. Just because if it was installed and I wasn't playing the game, it would make my computer blue screen.
Can't touch this.
Which, if that doesn't tell you what kind of quality software you're working with, I don't know what will.
One down.
That being said, Morrowind, super fun game. Everyone should play it. If y'all aren't playing the best Elder Scrolls game, what are you doing? Just keeps eating my jumps. My jumps, they are being consumed. You know, I was saying earlier about how my media consumption is literally just, oh, you think this thing is bad? Well, I think it's good, actually. My Elder Scrolls opinions kind of
Halt.
really cement that ideal. Like, I absolutely despise Skyrim. I'm lukewarm on Oblivion. But Morrowind, amazing game. Daggerfall, also an amazing game. You know, both those games that most people are like, no thank you, get away. I'm still just sitting here like, good, actually. Have you considered?
3 down.
I've been keeping my eyes on a Morrowind mod that's been being worked on for way too long at this point, given how seemingly easy it should be and wildly unethical it is. The mod's called Voices of Verdenfell, and essentially what it's been, or what the guy has been trying to do with it, is take all of the lines of dialogue and let AI voice every single one of them, which, like, yeah, it raises ethical dilemmas. Whoop-de-woo. That's just AI in general. But hey, for a very dyslexic individual like me, I think it's a good thing. Especially for a game like Morrowind that is never going to get love from its parent company ever again.
Killer.
I think I can live with having AI voices. It might be an abandoned project, honestly. Hello, Mr. Clowns. The clowns, they're back.
Eat this. Eat this. Later, dude.
Man. You ever just get hit with the triple? Robot Clown ever hit you with the triple? Boy, oh boy, do I wish that I grabbed another power-up.
Tick-tock.
And is our big struggle going to be with time?
Later, dude.
Woo, got him.
Killer.
This big thing back in the day that was trying to do that. Your brother was supposed to voice G-Ub since his voice was spot on, but that was like 10 years ago. See, I don't see that big of a problem with just like adding some form of accessibility to a game that would otherwise be, I'm gonna say, impossible for somebody like me who has dyslexia to fully enjoy.
Time to get nasty.
Like the definitive edition of Disco Elysium gave voice acting to pretty much every line of dialogue in the game, which is bonkers, absolutely phenomenal. It's not what you would expect anybody to do with their game, but hey, they opened it up and made it so that I could actually play the game.
Ready to rock?
I can assure you, if I had to read every line of dialogue in Disco Elysium, I would not have finished that game. I love it to death. Probably one of my top 25 games of all time at this point, but ooh, buddy, is it dense.
One down.
I will ride the toast, please. The toast does not want to launch. Yeah, the whole issue with the mod itself is just the fact that it's taking the voices in the game of like when you walk past an Imperial and he goes, "Hi." Taking those voices and then using AI to make it so that the dialogue that you say in a chat box is in their voice, and like you don't properly have the consent of the individual who voiced the line initially. Yay, ethical dilemmas from the plagiarism machine. I think as long as you're not asking for profit on it, though, as long as you're not charging for the service, I'm fine with it. I can live with that. Ow, ow. You made some bomb potato salad, by the way. Hell yeah. Morgan, is it nice to have a kitchen again? Okay. We got our bits and pieces. Let's get out of town. It has good applications, but as with most things, it immediately becomes being used for profit. Yay, capitalism. Ooh. You're able to bake your own clay earrings without having to drive to another town, so yes, hell yeah. That is a W if I've ever heard one. Ooh. Okay. They changed this boss by putting him underwater this time. That's actually very interesting. It makes bouncing on his head a lot harder. You know, being underwater, it makes head so much harder. Everyone take notes. I'll tell you, one of the best things about being home, it's gotta be the fact that I can actually cook again. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time on vacation, but there are only so many roadside sandwiches before you start being like, okay. All right, buddy. I had a nice high calorie power bar for breakfast pretty much every morning. Because hey, guess what? That saves a lot of money. Oh, I missed. See, I just got like a boatload of... I got a boatload of high-calorie granola bars for breakfasts, and then we had a cooler with bread, meat, cheese, and condiments, and then did roadside sandwiches for lunch. Dinners were a little up in the air, but most days when we went places, we had somewhere that we needed to be or somebody that we needed to see, so dinners weren't that big of a deal. You're only going to California for 3 days and you're getting sweaty about how much eating is going to cost. So we were only in California for 3 days as well, and it's a lot. My recommendation is just get yourself a big old box of granola bars, get a cooler and fill it with ice, and then get stuff for sandwiches. It helps a ton. Remake what you can and then keep that in the cooler as well. Actually, you're flying out, aren't you? Okay, maybe don't bring the cooler on the plane. Wow, I actually don't know how I'm supposed to do this fight. This is kind of wild. I don't know. You're a fart smeller. You'll figure it out.
Get going. I hate dying.
All right, this is a rough one. I think the biggest shock that I had when going to California was how much fuel cost. Like I'm definitely a little spoiled with how cheap fuel is here. But like, Who Buddy was gas damn near double what it is around where I live. Ooh, okay. Damn.
Again?
They've certainly made a difficult boss here. Also, like, just the sheer number of people who were always out and about was a little disgusting. Like, that wasn't exclusively a gripe with California. It was a problem in Zion. It was a problem on the Vegas Strip. It was everywhere. There's too many people. You know, maybe Mega Man Juno was on to something with trying to take out all of the carbons. Also, hey, I've got more beef. You guys ready for beef number 2? Zion National Park. Screw that park. It is the least national park that you can get with a national park. Damn. Okay. All right. Let me tell you guys about Zion. So, most national parks, or at least what I think most national parks should be, they're a place where it is a chunk of protected land that you can enter and appreciate nature without having to worry about the disgusting grasp of capitalism ripping it apart and just tearing it down, right? It's preserved land. That's what it's supposed to be. That's how Grand Canyon proper was. That's how Bryce Canyon is. That's how Arches is. Yellowstone, well, most of Yellowstone, Glacier, just, you know, fun things like that. Zion National Park is just the biggest capitalist nightmare that you could ever expect. If you go there, don't be expecting a national park. Instead, be expecting to go to Disneyland. Alex and I got into the park at 7 a.m. Mind you, the visitor center doesn't open until 8 a.m. We were there an hour before the visitor center opened. And there were already 300 people, minimum, all clustered together in the sardine can that was a bus stop right there. Which, we assumed, they're campers, they're tourists, whatever. They're going to ride the bus and go on a guided tour. That's fine. We have a car. We're going to drive around. Everything will be fine. No. The park is locked off from private vehicles from the months of like March to November. You have a 3-month period in the dead of winter that you can go in Zion by yourself. Which sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. If you want to go and see Zion, you have to get there at some point before 7 in the morning, evidently, to get on a bus with 50 other people to go and see literally anything. Horrible, horrible national park. Just an absolute travesty.
Tick-tock.
Mind you, there were rough points in a Grand Canyon with like the main lodge being just a lodge and just a tourist trap, but like you had other drives that you could go on where you could see the canyon proper and other things like that, and it was great. Yellowstone, Old Faithful, capitalist tourist trap, terrible place, don't go there. But you could go other places. You could go and see the Grand Prismatic and like all of the other greater basins and have just a fine time. You have no choice in Zion. You either submit to capitalist whims or you don't go at all.
Totally lame.
Man, this is tough. This is actually this is a really difficult fight. I think I need to do a little bit more planning in 6-1 with bringing weapons in. You never wanted to go there, so that's something you've never considered, you guess. See, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it, and it was very jarring, and I didn't have a good time at Zion. Plain and simple, Zion was easily the worst national park. And that's saying something, since we went to Capitol Reef, and it turns out that the majority of Capitol Reef was closed because there was some kind of, like, avalanche or something like that, like a rock slide that shut down a good half of the park, and I would still put Capitol Reef above Zion just because we couldn't enter because of natural disaster. It's not that we couldn't enter because we didn't arrive there early enough. Also, let me tell you, most places that you look will say that Grand Tetons is the most beautiful national park in the entire country. I think that those people just need to drive around Montana a little bit. It's like, Grand Tetons, yes, it was cool, but it was honestly just, it was one mountain that you got to look at and then just some fields and forests. It wasn't really that much.
Keep going.
It was nothing big. Like, when we were driving back from Wyoming through the Beartooth, that was way more of a beautiful drive than the entirety of Grand Tetons was. But, like, it was early in the morning. There was a nice mist over all of the ponds. We saw some mountain goats. It was great. Those people have never been to Glacier, obviously.
Ready to rock?
You know, Alex said it was just because I was a bit disenchanted just living in Montana and getting to see all of the beauty of nature around me every single day. I'm desensitized to what we were seeing in Grand Teton, but like maybe she's right, but also maybe there are better ones. I will tell you, the best national park that I went to that entire vacation had to be Arches. Arches National Park in Moab was just so unbelievably beautiful. And like, we really didn't have to worry about that many people being there because, it was 120 degrees outside. And hey, no one wants to be out in the middle of the desert in 120 degree weather. I know, shocker, right? There was a shocking bit of news that got revealed after we left. Apparently that day that we were in Arches, somebody clocked one of the rocks at 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Which, ooh buddy, that's a spicy meatball. Yikes, too hot. Yeah, it was toasty when we were there. It was hot enough that there was a point when we hit a stop to go see the north window, the south window, and turret arch. Alex took one look at the path and was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. You can go if you would like. I'm not doing that. I'm like, okay. So I went for what resulted in about a 2.5 mile hike in 120 degree weather, no shade, no cloud coverage, with my my non-insulated water bottle. So I was essentially just drinking this boiling water while walking through a scorching desert. I got back into the car and my face was just so unbelievably red. Like, I thought I just didn't put enough sunscreen on and was super excuse me, super sunburned, but no, it turned out I just had some minor heat exhaustion. Turns out I was just out doing dumb things in the middle of the desert. But hey, it was super fun, and would I do it again? Absolutely. I didn't die, I'm fine.
Ready to rock?
Yeah, super fun national park. If you're going to any, I would either recommend Glacier or Arches. Grand Canyon was cool, albeit very touristy. Which I'm sure if you're an old person looking for if you're an old rich dude looking for a cabin to stay in, that's probably prime real estate. But hey, I'm neither old nor wealthy. So the first half of Grand Canyon wasn't the best in my humblest of opinions.
Killer.
Doop 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 doop. It also didn't help that we did Zion or we tried to do Zion that same day, so like, I was going full doomer mode.
Ready to rock?
You know, you guys ever have that classic National Park doom spiral? We've all been there, right? God, I got such a good laugh out of this dad who was getting real angry at his kid in Arches. The kid was like, "Dad, it's too hot. I don't want to go on this hike." Dad goes, "If you're exhausted right now, clearly we need to take away the iPad. When we get home, no more iPad for you." And I'm sitting there trying my hardest not to just laugh at the really misguided father hooting and hollering at his kid for being tired in the 120-degree heat.
Eat this. Eat this. I hate dying. Oh, again.
Had to lay in bed alone for 3 hours after Glacier. Morgan, maybe steer clear of Las Vegas. If Glacier really got you, then Vegas might kill you. Oh, it was just depression? Alright, that's fair. So you're telling me I'm not alone with my National Park Doom Spiral? And I don't know how to deal enough damage to this guy to kill him in time. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Later, dude.
Let's go!
Killer.
1 second left! Oh, I was sweating there. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Not again! So, you think you can just fight me out with the heroics, eh, Mr. Rabbit? Well, think again. As long as I have access to electricity oder your sparkers, you're gonna be a toasted rabbit. Just you wait or mark my words, you smart alecky buddy. Just you wait.
Bye-bye, Professor Aloha.
So much for the wickedly wrong
I wear the
plan.
Hawaiian shirts around here.
Looks like he's going to be screaming mad for some time to come. Maybe his voice will finally give out. Maybe he'll discover the virtues of silence and retire to an asteroid known for its solitude and the occasional meteor storm. Who can say? But we can hope now, can't we? As for Robert, well, let's just say our robotic jumper of joy is looking forward to a nice long vacation before he prepares to head off for new adventures. We hope you had a good time. See you soon.
You betcha boot slaps on that one. Ah!
Credits?
宇宙の隅の小さな星についた名前がムーン星。誰も知らないこの星にこっそり作った秘密基地。
Quick, someone, translate that. Translate that. Write that down.
彼らの話を聞いとくれ。
Nobody told me they were gonna have jams in here. That's credits. Hell yeah. Alright. What can I say about Jumping Flash 2 that I didn't say about Jumping Flash 1? You know, I think my thoughts on Jumping Flash 1 kinda summarize exactly how I feel about this game as well. It's fun, it's bite-size, all the stages are super interesting, it's got good music, it's got good aesthetics. It has a really interesting second mode. It's just in general an enjoyable experience that I don't think that anybody can pick up and play, but I think if you can handle your motion sickness, that this game is definitely one that a person should pick up. This deserves the exact same rating that I gave Jumping Flash 1, a solid 7 out of 10. I think Jumping Flash 2 definitely improved on some things over the first one, with having more interesting stages and doing a few more interesting things in extra mode. But the last boss was definitely a bit of a step in the wrong direction. You know, they kind of did the Bayonetta thing. Jumping Flash 1, phenomenal game. Jumping Flash 2, better in almost every way. Except for the last boss fight. But yeah, these were good games. I'm very glad that I decided to pepper them in. I think that's what we're gonna do from here on out. We're gonna sprinkle in my own picks. If the chat pick list gets a little bit too long, I'll start throwing in little guys every now and then that we'll get some enjoyment out of. Really, Jumping Flash 1 only took me 2.5 hours. I think this one was probably closer to 4. Interesting. I think that's kind of telling to the level of intricacy that they put into each of the stages. That and the last boss just took me a little bit longer than expected. Also, they're doing the Super Mario World thing where they're showing all of the enemies and characters that you encounter through your playthrough and giving them names. Then I appreciate that. This time it's about noon. All right, we still got an hour left in stream. I think we can switch over and get started on Mega Man Legends 2, which is our next chat picked game by Cursed Game Breaker. Good game, really good game. Alright, I'm going to put you guys over on the BRB screen while we get switched on over to Mega Man Legends 2. We finished Legends 1 today.
I wonder what happened to the Baron.
I'm sorry, little fellows. It was just a little case of...
Yeah. Your mother wears army boots.
Get out of here, you stinker.
Your mother wears army boots. What an insult. Freaking got him. Taken out at the knees.
Flash 2, Two Faces of Baron Aloha.
Alright, I'm gonna put you guys on the BRB screen. I'm gonna run some ads and we're going to switch on over to Mega Man Legends 2. Hope to see you all on the other side of this break. It'll be a little bit of a long one. Be back in just a second, folks. I'll see you on the other side.